Takahashi from VentureBeat. We're going to see a demo of an interesting Xbox Live game here, I Am Alive, and we've got the developers from Ubisoft here in Shanghai. So, Stan, introduce yourselves here.
Yes, I'm Stan Mettra, and it's Aurelien Palasse from Shanghai Studio. And we're here to show you a little bit of the game.
Okay, yeah. So tell us about I Am Alive. What's the premise of the game? I guess.
You can explain that better than me because it's a creative director, so go ahead.
Creative director here, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the game is about the story of a man who comes back to his city after a major disaster has changed the face of the earth. Basically, it's very mysterious what happened. And
we can see the city in the background here, yeah. It's pretty bad.
What we call the event.
Okay.
So we wanted to put the player in this kind of a bit mysterious situation about what happened. It's a third-person action adventure focused on survival.
So the first thing we think when we look at something like this is like a zombie game, like a Left 4 Dead, or you know, some post-apocalypse fighting monsters kind of game, I guess. But that's not what this is at all, right?
No, it's it's part of the. We wanted to focus the experience on something much more human-centric. That's why there's no zombies, no monsters. It's really about the human condition after the civilization has fallen apart.
More realistic, actually.
And so you're trying to survive in this city, but you're also contending for resources with other humans, right? Other people who are survivors, I guess.
Yeah, everything is missing in this world. Everything is scarce, and every single food item or medicine can save someone's life. And of course, as resources are scarce, sometimes there's confrontation. There's confrontation between the characters to get the resource.
So if you run into somebody else, what happens when there may be a fight?
You might stumble upon someone who is really aggressive, or you might find some people that are just in trouble and not aggressive, but rather asking you for help. And there's also some more neutral characters that will that might talk to you.
Try to save what we have.
So you don't just shoot them first and ask questions later, then, right? you don't have 100 bullets for every person.
No, yeah. Sometimes you have one bullet and there's 3 guys in front of you. So how are you gonna manage that? It's really what is I Am Alive, and we have a new intimidation and bluffing system, a new combat system, which is something quite unique in a video game, and we hope everyone will enjoy that. And it's really, when you point up a guy with your gun, you don't know how many ammo do you have inside, so you can bluff and play with that, just a step back or try to avoid a big mistake, and you have regionalized which is a team leader, which one you have to use your bullet for, and you only have to use that. It's bluffing, intimidation, something very new.
When you're surrounded by a crowd of bad guys, it's always important to assess the situation, see who's the most dangerous. Someone's carrying a weapon, someone has a gun, or someone has a machete. You want to take down the ones with the gun first, because he might have bullets in his gun and he might be the most dangerous one. This is important.
So it's just
before acting.
Yeah. So fighting is not always the best option. Maybe you might have to run away, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, sometimes running away is better. Sometimes impressing the guy, pushing them. And there's some possibilities to deal with this encounters.
And talk more about how you're publishing this too.
You mean the digital content?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for us it's a space of freedom. We use the digital content as a way to bring some new game mechanism on board. So the stamina system, we didn't talk about it, but is when you're climbing, it's also linking to the realistic environment we wanted on this game. So when you climb, you're not a superhero, there's no zombie everywhere, and when you climb you have to manage your stamina bar, which is reducing while you're doing effort. And that brings something new in a video game, because you have to analyze also where I have to go and which way I have to use. And it's also something interesting, because to access to like a health medic kit, okay, it's dangerous, which way I'm going to take, or maybe I just don't want to take the risk to go there, just go through the following way, and the main way, and I will not grab this medic kit. So the stamina is bringing something new, survival aspect, not through a zombie or survival monster, but just through your characters itself.
Basically, it makes an experience of putting the player in where most things are dangerous. You have to be careful for your life. Just the environment is dangerous itself, and also the characters, the opponents. It's really
so, but all of this is experimental gameplay. So I guess digital publishing on Xbox Live Arcade makes sense that way then.
Yeah, because the audience is different. The people playing Xbox Live Arcade or PlayStation Store or whatever, downloading through the console platform, are a bit more mature, know a bit more about video games, they're a bit more core gamer. And we can bring such kind of new video game mechanism, and we use that like a chance for us to bring some new stuff on board. And yeah, because when you're doing a box game, you're a bit more formatted about some mechanism you cannot go away. So it was for us very at the beginning, for the development team, for Stan, was a lot of questions how we can make it happen. And at last it's very interesting game, and also in terms of graphics, it's something we never saw before on the Xbox Live Arcade or digital content. It looks like a real game in box. Even here everyone is surprised to see, oh, it's a digital game. Yeah, is it?
And you've got quite a few hours of gameplay here. This is
you have
a long story, I guess.
It's a full story. We didn't reduce anything, and you will play hours of gameplay and a real story on I Am Alive.
Cool. So how soon is this coming?
Sorry, baby.
Oh, how soon is it coming out?
It's from February to March. It's a game participated on a house party program for Microsoft. So it's used to be between February and March, but Microsoft will give the exact date very soon.
Cool. Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.